Hey there, sign of Capricorn. This is Kim, here to do your reading with Just Saying Tarot and Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, people who have gotten private readings. I appreciate your support on there also. If you want to tune into TikTok, In the Shadows Oracle card is what I'm pulling for you today. So Capricorn, using the wisdom of the Oracle deck. Get messages for Capricorn, please, for their highest good. Always asking that your angels and your spirit guides join us. So your messages are for the Most High. Wisdom of the Oracle. Why? Virgo got that too. Why? Why? 31. Because pure intention, something that comes from a place of pure intention, which is, you know, most things. Stating why we're wanting to do something or analyzing why we're going to do something, especially when we include others and others' benefit, is going to help us. It's going to help us manifest. So making your intent pure. And also, if you don't know why, then tell yourself, write down the goals of what you value, and then you might be able to get to that question. Okay, then why would I do something, or what am I going to do something? Milk and honey is great. That is a sign of prosperity. I mean, and big prosperity. It's an elephant. It's an elephant. It's big, and a bowl of milk and honey. That's nice, and a rainbow here too, and gingham, which is interesting. I think that there's a scent at Bath and Body Works that's, well, it has a gingham print. I don't know if it's called gingham, but it might be. I used to use that like in high school. It's crazy. That's old. Deep knowing, 43, a deep knowing. So 51 is milk and honey. That's the 6. That's harmony, abundance, prosperity, peace. A deep knowing might be talking about your intuition, since we do have the moon. We have 2 moons, one with the face. We have stars on our card too. A deep knowing, something needs to be mended, maybe within a family issue. And since that's number 52 and this says deep knowing, there's really strong high priestess vibes coming through for me here. All that glitters is not gold. But some reason we're putting a lot of value into all that glitters, even though the prosperity is there. It's not what's going to make a person happy. However, we all have our own journey. We all have our own direction and our own lessons and our own timing. Never ending story, figuring, like asking yourself why something happened the way that it did. Being flexible, especially when it comes to mending issues, like long issues that have been in the family for a while, especially if they involve others, especially youngers. Mending them, making a point for this mending energy. Doing something by the book, 11. Maybe we have a deep knowing that we're doing something by the book, or why we're doing something by the book. The never-ending story. The never-ending story looks to be frustrating. It looks to be really frustrating. You could ask yourself, why does something keep on going around and around? And I think I've already said that, but that's really what I'm getting from that is, why does either something keep happening, or why does it feel like it's a really drawn out issue at this point? Like something should have changed by now. Okay, flexible. What do we have to be flexible about? Oh, it's all perspective. You got the wheel, but it's all perspective. Page of Pentacles is saying, let's do something different. Like in a karmic cycle, let's end a karmic cycle and let's be flexible and try to focus on mending something instead of going in a cycle over and over again. You know, doing the same thing but expecting a different results. It's the definition of insanity. Page of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly a child. Might have to do with a child. It is a message, though, of your pentacles and things really doing good with your pentacles. There's a little bit of attachment here to the way that something has to pan out, especially attachment to this Wheel of Fortune being the big perspective. Because we're still not seeing something as having a greater big perspective view working out towards our highest good. So, maybe getting some advice also from others with this by the book on how to do something. Even if we think we have a deep knowing of how to do it. And I'm getting like firm foundations, maybe an Aries too. Never ending story. Knight of Cups and the Magician. Always getting fed the information from someone that something's going to come to them in a certain way, in a better way. But feeling like they're disingenuine or their offers to you are not genuine. It's what it feels like. Feeling like it's always a not so genuine offer. The cup has run out for this situation. Your cup, your emotional, like, I can't give any more to this situation. All right, all that glitters. It's 10 of Wands. In the reverse is like, watch out. You could blow your candle out. Don't burn your candle by both ends. It won't work out. So the 10 of Wands is just so exhausted that we never even got to our goal. So doing all that you could do. You've done all that you could do in a situation, it feels like. So there's a completion that's needed. Don't overdo it to the point where you're just so exhausted that you have burnout and you can't go further. Deep knowing. Deep knowing is King of Swords in the reverse. That's something that doesn't make sense logically, intellectually with you. Somebody that has a really good, strong intellect, but doesn't use it for the right things. Or that there are issues with authority and there needs to be like a specialist or professional to help you. And maybe an old issue because, you know, I see the metal in this card is tarnished. Or it might be talking about an Aquarius or an issue that is related to Aquarius and a mending issue too, possibly. Something that doesn't feel fair, but it feels like it's out of your control. But we're still being, if this is our energy, we're still being a little negative about something. If it's not, then it's about someone who's around you. All right, the Y with the Four of Swords. Because healing's what needs to be taking place. You need time out. You're exhausted. Four of Swords is, yeah, you really need the healing. And you need time out. And everybody involved here in this never-ending story needs a healing. So what about the Y? Seven of Cups. Feels like it's in reverse, like somebody was not thinking straight when they made a decision, or there's a deep knowing that somebody isn't thinking right or was on drugs or intoxicated at the time. Somebody's dealing with their demons. That might be something that is either helping somebody see more clear now. That's usually what I'm thinking, is that they're seeing their demons pretty in their face because of this stone cold sobriety. Milk and honey. What's milk and honey about? Six of Swords. There's a need to move away, either physically or mentally. It's divine timing at play, but it's to help opposing sides that used to not get along together get along together. So the Six of Swords, moving away from a rough time and going towards something that's a much better time for you. Okay, Capricorn, like I said, the Oracle card will be on TikTok, and this is your fairy dust energy, wrapping your reading up. There's Aquarius energy also. Music, fairies dance in the green hollow. Where the music plays, joy will follow. And that's what I got for you. Sending you love and light.